Welcome back to another video, Jets fans. The NFL draft is less than 2 weeks away. A lot of you expected Jets to draft either Mambu or Warren in round 1 and a wide receiver on day 2, whether it's pick 42 or pick 73, and selecting either Iowa State wide receiver Jaden Higgins or Jalen Noel. However, I don't think wide receiver is as much of a need as you think it is. That's why in this video, we're going to be going over 5 projected to go mid day 3 wide receiver prospects the Jets should definitely consider drafting. We're talking about wide receivers projected to go in rounds 5, 6, 7, or possibly even be an undrafted player, and these guys can immediately make an impact on the team. Alright, let's get right into the vid. First up is Ja'Corey Brooks, wide receiver Louisville. The 6'2 wide receiver racked up 61 receptions, 1,013 receiving yards, and 9 touchdowns. Something this team does need at wide receiver is height, and he provides just that. He's also got great speed, something this team does need, and his ball tracking ability is really awesome. He's a good route runner and even better downfield threat, and that is where he thrives. However, he doesn't have the best acceleration, and his release package isn't great, and he would struggle against some bigger, tougher corners. Overall, though, it wouldn't matter because he'd be like wide receiver 5, so it wouldn't entirely matter. He's also great on special teams, as I think he blocked 3 punts this year, and he could be that Irvin Charles fill-out guy, as Charles is still hurt. If Fields wants a deep shot, especially near the sidelines, Brooks would be that guy. He also would probably go in round 6 to 7, so he'd be a solid depth piece for sure, and can probably land him at either picks 186 or 207. Alright, next up is Jalen Lane, wide receiver from Virginia Tech. The 5'9 wide receiver racked up 38 catches for 466 yards and 2 touchdowns. He's such an underrated prospect who, in my opinion, is a top 10 wide receiver in this class. This might sound surprising because this is a pretty stacked wide receiver class, and the stats don't really prove that much, but when you watch him play, he's so dynamic with the ball in his hands. He's a good route runner, but where he thrives most is similar to Malachi Corley. He's a good versatile gadget player, really good on quick screen plays, end arounds, plays like that. Not to mention his balance and break tackling ability is really good. He's also an unbelievable return man, and if they were to cut a guy like Xavier Gipson, he can be that guy. He can be the starting punt returner, and he could be like the number 2 option on kick returners next to re-sign Kane and Wangru. Overall would be a really nice pick and could be that wide receiver 4 in the future, possibly wide receiver 3. Alright, third on this list is Ricky White, wide receiver from UNLV. The 6'1 wide receiver had a breakout year last year, racking up 79 receptions for 1,041 yards and 11 touchdowns. He's a great smooth route runner who has great vision, very elusive, and his break tackling ability is also very good. He's also a menace on special teams as he blocked a ton of blocks, and if we were to draft a guy, he could also be the replacement for Charles right away. He could be a steal in the draft and can still work on a couple things, but yeah, he's such an underrated prospect. I've liked him for a while and would definitely not hate if they take him in the later rounds. I think he would be a player Glenn would absolutely love. Fourth on this list is Quentin Skinner, wide receiver from Kansas. The 6'5 wide receiver racked up 25 receptions for 557 yards, which is 22.3 yards per catch, and 4 touchdowns. He's such an intriguing prospect who has major upside. He's got great speed, an okay route runner, and a good jump ball machine. He's a raw prospect who does have upside, though, but he's going to have to add some mass if he can really be that guy. He's still really just an intriguing option who could be a late-round steal. Lastly, we're going Quincy Skinner Jr., wide receiver from Vanderbilt. The 6'2 wide receiver had 29 receptions for 367 yards and 3 touchdowns. He's such an underrated prospect who could be an NFL gem. Great hands, great route runner. Overall, a really good prospect that not many have heard of. He was going up against some of the best corners in college and made them look bad. He was going up against Dorian Strong from Virginia Tech and absolutely won that matchup. If you want a wide receiver who's got great hands, great route runner, he is a guy. If you guys should watch more of his film. He's unbelievable and would be a late round steal. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. But let me know what you think of this video. You should watch these players' films and let me know what you think of them. I really think all these guys deserve more recognition and would be immediate impacts on the team. Thanks for watching.